So I feel really lucky. I want to say that because I haven't done much to make fans or to market myself, because I'm just shitty at that sort of thing. So I'm thankful for every single fan is my favorite person. And so and they probably don't realize how much they mean to me. Every single time they post to Facebook and they say something in support of Rabbit Junk, it keeps me going. Yes, my ego is that fragile. If I wasn't getting continual support from these little fans, it would be really hard to keep going. And I just love them to death. So I've had a couple fans come and visit. Just recently, I had a guy from Australia come and visit. We went and got totally smashed. I don't remember much of the night, but I think it was pretty fun, hopefully. I just find that I tend to have a lot in common with people who like Rabbit Junk. They usually are pretty open-minded. They're looking for something different. They're not looking for like kind of the same old shit. They tend to be pretty fucking cool people. And cool people are few and far between, right? So I don't think Rabbit Junk's ever going to have a ton of fans. But I think that the fans of Rabbit Junk are going to be fucking cool. So it doesn't really matter.
You try to up the ante a bit with your music by doing many different things instead of just sticking to the same rhetorical, ebb and flow, or verse, chorus, verse. You add elements that people wouldn't dare touch, and that's what kind of brings the drive of Rabbit Junk. Because you do things that a lot of people would fear would sound terrible, and you're just like, well, trial and error. Let's do it. Let's make it. And if people like it, cool. If people don't, well, whatever.
I really think that fans of music and artists need to resist conventions. And they need to resist this idea that there's one style of music or one band that's authentic, and then there's another band that's not authentic. Because authenticity is really just a tool that music marketers have used to try and get people to buy into music. And they're trying to take advantage of a music-consuming populace that doesn't have a real strong identity, and who are looking to feel like authentic people. And so they're taking it, and that's a totally natural and cool thing. I'd rather somebody want to feel like an authentic person than just give up on the idea of authenticity. Right. But music marketers have realized that they can manipulate that human need, and so they brand certain kinds of music as being authentic. If bands feel like being authentic is their key to success, well, how easy is it to be authentic and brand spanking new and challenging conventions at the same time? And if you're going to be authentic, you're basically going to sound like something that's already very established. And so it's created a whole music industry that's constantly kind of recycling itself. And it's fucking lame. It's
it becomes very rhetorical.
Yeah, it just becomes like totally repetitive, and it really compresses the creativity of this entire culture. Music fans should resist that authenticity. They should realize that in the media, authenticity just doesn't exist.
Yeah. And
there's nothing that's like truly and black metal fans, I want to say, are people that have been most persuaded by the authenticity marketing bullshit. Or they're like, no, this band is authentically evil. They're all bands, they're all making a product, they're all selling a product. Doesn't matter if they cut somebody's head off or whatever. It doesn't, that's not authenticity, that's just cutting somebody's head off.
Actually, I know earlier we were talking about people from like Cyanotic and all that. Are you still collaborating with such people?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm collaborating all the time with Sean. Sean is just a good friend of mine. I think that when we first got to know each other, it was about music and it was about business, but really that's not the case anymore. He's just a really good friend of mine. Sean, you're being interviewed by these guys, Tetraknot.com, next. So
that's right.
Prepare yourself.
Love Cyanotic.
Yeah, he's currently doing a remix of one of the singles I'm going to release, Lucid Summations. He's going to do a remix of that. I just did some guest vocals for. He's doing a re-release of Medication Generation with some like alternate track versions. I just did some guest vocals on that. I've done. I think on Medication Generation I'm doing some vocals and some bass on a couple of those tracks. It's pretty casual. He just basically calls me up and he's like, "Hey JP, can you just lay this down?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So, and he either uses it or he doesn't. It's kind of up to his discretion. So, I'm working with a guy called Jesse Holmes right now, who he is mixing the 2 new Rabbit Junk singles, and he's working on numerous projects that he wants either vocals or guitar or something in. So, doing that. But I tend to stay away from collaborations because there just aren't a lot of people making music that I'm that into. So, so in general, I just, and I don't ever do remixes because they're just tedious for me. So.
You guys also did a compilation CD called The Virus Is Spread. and that was always constantly on rotation because what I liked was that there's many different talents and many different styles representing their love for Atari Teenage Riot. Right now I'm wearing an ATR shirt, but you can't see it. So your cover of Start the Riot is brutal. I love it.
Yeah, so I did a cover of Start the Riot. It was one of my favorites.
Especially the, yo, come on, he's got this, that shit. I love that. That shit, like, cracked me up. I love it.
That was a really fun cover to do, and I totally dig that song. It was something that Jason Schizoid at D-Trash Records wanted to put together.
Oh, okay.
He asked me to be part of it, and I was immediately a yes. And I immediately knew what song I wanted to do. I know Alec posted on MySpace, or at least posted on MySpace or got in touch with me and said that he totally dug the cover I did and thought I really nailed it. And that was really cool to hear. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, when the Shizit was getting big, I just literally somehow called Alec Empire on the phone. And was just like, hey, Alec Empire, my name's JP, I'm in this band called The Shizit, I really want to go on tour with you.
I want to do that.
Yeah, that's all I did. And you got to be young and stupid to have those sort of balls. I mean, it's just, it wouldn't be, I don't know, I'd be all intimidated to do it today, But and he just said, sure. I mean, it was just like so casual. He's like, yeah, do it. He's like, we can't really pay for you to come all the way out here, But we put together the money to fly over there. We rented a fucking camper. Like we didn't have money for a tour bus. We didn't even have money for like a regular van. So we rented like this camper thing, and we went all around the UK opening up for Alec Empire on his Intelligence Sacrifice tour. And it was pretty fucking overwhelming. That first show in London, there was like 1,200 people there. And I'd never played to a crowd that big. DHR released some Shizit tracks on a compilation called Don't Fuck With Us, which was like a compilation of...
Like 3 CDs.
Yeah, it was like 3 CDs, it was like 33 tracks, 3 CDs of all American digital hardcore bands. It was a really cool release.